Typically I don't cover a species that isn't finished yet because I don't want to make a bunch of follow-up videos, but this one is really cute, and since mentioning the last bass-boosted species, amp waves, I've been repeatedly asked to cover the species. Amp waves in modern music are good, but true music aficionados know that nothing beats the warmth and richness of vinyl. Hello everybody! My name is Sera, and I come from space with videos for your face. Here on YouTube, I make a series talking about all the things and stuff about your favorite original furry fandom species, as well as ones you didn't know were your favorite yet. Today we're talking about the smooth jams of Phono Droids. Make sure you don't press anything, you won't want to skip this track. Phono Droid and Phonotron are a synthetic furry open species made by Smorby on Twitter, and all art used here comes from Smorby's art and resources representing the species, except for one piece, but you'll know it when you see it. If you want to be a Phono Droid on VRChat or want to check out its Phonodroid world, make sure to check out its Patreon card link in the description. Stuff here is currently a work in progress, so in the future this info might be out of date, so make sure to check out those links when the video is done. Phonodroids are an entirely synthetic species of furry that doesn't have even an ounce of organic matter in their construction. They're most easily identifiable by their defining trait, the large turntable in their torso that controls their speech and plays vinyl records, laser discs, and other similar media formats. Like many synthetic furries, their face has a digital display, but this one is only the upper half of their head, showing at minimum their eyes and potentially their nose. The mouth itself is still physical, and you can design your own to be fully digital if you like, but Smorby prefers the partial digital displays in order to help differentiate from other synthetic furries like Protogen. Speaking of which, if you like synthetic species like this, there will be 2 more on the end card for you to check out, so stick around to the end for more cool species. The most common display type for their digital faces is CRT, but any other low technology displays are fine too. Other than these previously mentioned guidelines, there aren't many rules here, so get as creative as you like when it comes to things like body shape, materials, and color scheme. If you like Phonodroids but they don't have enough legs for you, well then you'll be happy to know that there's a tar variant called Phonotrons. These are really cute. I love their simple and chubby design, very huggable. As this is a work in progress species, a lot of this will be bulleted lists, but I'll try to make it flow better. I'm one of the very few people who does these in-depth original species guides, so most species creators make them in a way that are easier for their fan bases to read, and so use bulleted lists that are best for that. Story formatted species guides are great for videos, but they aren't light reading, which is what someone making a species would look for. While at first glance Phonodroid and Trons look very similar and are built from similar parts, they do have some key differences that aid in their unique functions and needs for their own environments. Phonotrons are made to do hard work and for much longer hours, while droids are built for more personal and sociable roles like interaction with other people. Phonodroids and Trons aren't 2 separate species though, but one species that can change between the 2 if needed. Due to the overall increase of size of a Phonotron's body, they tend to be, in general, much bulkier and built with heavier materials than most Phonodroids. So not only do they have extra legs in the back, but they need to be bigger in order to help support this larger body, as well as having to have digitigrade legs. Phonodroids have plantigrade, that's normal people legs. The extra space provided by the additional torso and legs can store an additional large battery or a combustion engine. The engine itself is suspended in a way that prevents its rumblings from upsetting the vinyls inside. Due to Phonodroids being smaller, it's much more difficult to allow for this kind of modding in a Phonodroid. Phonotron tail plugs are absolutely massive too. They're an industrial grade high voltage plug that can only be used by special big boy outlets. They require more power but don't need to charge as often, lasting up to 2 days on a single charge. Phonodroids can only last 15 to 20 hours on a single charge, but more conveniently have a small household plug on their tails, making charging anywhere there is electricity a possibility. However, in terms of overall length, Phonotron tails are smaller as they need to be removed to stow them away in their lower bodies. The base of these tails are also uniquely shaped so that you don't accidentally plug them into the wrong body type. Phonotron batteries are stored in the legs where they are encased to protect them further, while in droids it's on the back where it's easier to swap the new batteries. The record loader for a Phono Droid is in the front, usually on the stomach, and for Trons it's on their back. This is because the records are stored in a record carousel in the stomach, and the stomachs can't be opened to stow new ones. Instead of a fully openable tray, it's more like a disc slot on a game console. Phono Droids and Trons are completely open. You're able to make, commission, and sell your own. You're even able to use them commercially. This means you can make things like merch and games, but you still have to credit Smorby in order to do those things. That's it. Pretty easy one, right? Finally, it's been so long since I've covered a species that didn't take 5 hours to edit, and then it ended up being like 20 minutes long. There's no dramas, there's no multiple videos, and unless they do updates later. This has been an easy one, and that's been nice. There aren't any more requirements, and things like lore and culture are still in the works. When Smorby finishes them, though, you can count on me covering the lore, too. So if you want to see that and more original species videos, make sure to subscribe, and why not like the video while you're down there? You stuck around this long, so you probably like it to some extent. If you're feeling super generous, you can become a channel member by clicking the join button and get emotes you can use in chats and comments. Join my Patreon, or sub to me on Twitch, and all of you get access to the Secret Supporters Discord, as well as early access to all of my Friday videos and more for as low as just $1. For higher tier YouTube members and patrons, you can even get your names in the credits like Rurum and Mousebar did. That'll be it for this one, but make sure you stick around until the end screen for Viewer of the Week and fan art. For now though, I have to go fix my Phonodroid. They keep skipping. Kinda weird that she looks like me. I hope she's not my replacement. Bye. The Viewer of the Week this time is... Wait, this... No. Just a second, I have to confirm this with the writers. Hey, it says there are 2 viewers of the week, is that right?
Yeah, there's one with a little short, so I thought...
Listen, I know you write the script and everything, but this is my show. My show.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but whose name is on the YouTube channel? Does it say Writers Things? Does it say Writers Things up there?
No, it doesn't, ma'am.
That's right, it doesn't. Don't let this happen again. Like I tell you every week, I'm famous, I'm monetized, I hit the big time. You're some loser with a keyboard. You can be replaced, but I'm the talent.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, sorry about that, folks. Sometimes little writer pants over there gets a little big for their little writer pants. So the viewers of the week this week are... So the viewers of this week are Link and Dustcat. These were in response to the heavy monetization of the Chimerion species as well as the gamification of them. Link says, "Imagine if I had to pay 10 USD to change the color of my Yoshi. It's interesting to hear about closed species and they're very cute for sure. I love the paws, lol. But dang, I could not pay for any of those upgrades, let alone actually have one." Dustcat says, "This level of monetization is like playing Animal Jam, but somehow more restrictive." I said it was pretty easy to forget that I was talking about an original species and not a mobile game, and I wonder if I could watch ads to get more beetles. For fan art this week, we have Mr. Tallycat, huge big guest artist. Mr. Tallycat, as you might remember, is the creator of the species Tebas. Link to his socials and the Teba video is in the description. The other art is by Deva Sour.
They drew me with big, precious, buggy eyes.
Link to Deva Sour's Twitter in the description. Thank you both for drawing me. I'm going to have to find a way to archive all of this fan art now. Maybe I'll do it on a card page like Phono Droids. If you want to draw fan art, you can find me on Twitter and message me there at Sera Proto, or you can join the Discord and I have my reference images pinned. So yeah. Now for the final bye-bye. Bye-bye.